Welcome back. I wanted to show you guys my actual gameplay. I've been making some videos for the past several months where we look at my methods, my tips, my tricks, and this is my this is my actual game. I didn't make this for anybody, but you'll notice I am trying something new, new for me. It's a single machine, a really big one. I've never made a machine this big before, but if you can tell, I'm at belt level 89. I've maxed out my extractor, adder level 20, multiplier level 39 with a nice fast speed of 1.62. Divider is kind of lacking. Um, Subtractor divider is only 14, and my exponentiator is a very sad 11. But you can notice these are very large numbers. Um, I also have a huge rate. If you look, it's 386.4 numbers per second, and that is with all 24 belts. I don't know of a faster rate. Maybe I don't know enough people. I have seen some crazy screenshots and people hacking the game. I do not hack the game, but this is basically it. It's very boring at this stage. This is the last number I made, but I guess what we should do is we should make a number for the stream, right? It's the number we need is 49, 84, and 952. So I'll type that in 49, 84, 952, and then just double check it because it is late and I'm human. 49, 84, 952. Okay, I think we're good. So we got our four. If you look closely, this is a 10 machine and this is a 10 machine. This is how my 10 machines look like when there's 24 belts because each extractor maxes at 12. So I need two numbers, to all 12 belts, to feed this monster to get tens at a rate of 16.1 of all things. So the tens come in from the top, and the fours. I have two fours because I need 24 belts. The two fours come in from the side. So we got digit number one. And I put these little markers so I know which digit I'm on. It seems to be more helpful than the digits of the actual number. So I'm only looking at changing digit number one if the first digit were to change to a 5. And it will. It'll eventually be 5 for a very, very long time until level 136. So my 4s are contributing to the first digit, and then the second digit over here, this is my 10 machine. So each stage of the machine is a 10 machine with 24 belts, and then the digit with 24 belts, and they both add to the multiplier. So this one is a 9 machine. I'm looking for 9s here. So all I see is oh, I've got some leftovers. So these 7s. So I've got an 8. So we're going to change this 8 to 9. I think I'm just going to knock out all of this excess stuff. I think I was trying to figure out a way to plan for not having to do that. But let's check my things. So here is a 9, um, an extractor cut and paste. My clipboard is useless right now. I think I'm just going to make it simple. This 7 looks nice. It's a pinwheel. I'm just gonna do something like this, and really, it's that easy. I have to create 24 bridges this way, and so I've got a 9 way down here, and a 9 up higher might be nice. this is a 9 that is up higher. So we're doing, for no better reason, we're spacing this out. So it's going to look like this, and there's lots of ways to do this. I can do tiling. This is what is this? Is this 24? This is 12, and then I can just bring this over. This is actually really not fun. It's not fun for anyone. It's probably not fun to watch. It's probably not fun to do. But what we're talking about is the grind. This is a grind. It's an elbow grind, and so when I've gone online, and I've definitely seen people hit this wall where their machines work and have high rates, but they're not make anything machines. Technically, this is a make anything machine, but I don't have all the inputs decided ahead of time. So the next step, and you saw those sevens I just deleted, would be to either use storage to create a row of inputs for each digit for each node of the machine. Um, that is not something I have thought about that much. I think that's kind of crazy, but it's also like, yeah, that's where I'm at in the game. Like, I do believe I've seen screenshots on Steam, Discord, um, maybe Reddit, where people are saying things like, um, you'll get you can get to level 1000, and that's where the game caps out. Um, I'm a little skeptical. I've seen clips of people getting to clips of people's computers that say level 1000, but I also know that people are hacking the save file, which it's not nice to say that, but the truth is that I don't know how to know if somebody's hacked a save file, or if they actually made it to 1000. I would really like to know if anyone has streamed to 1000. That is kind of like, what I'm doing is so tedious and absurd. I think the only reason I do this is I love the game so much, and look at how fast my rate is. It's the my impetus to making the 24 belt machine is that I hadn't made one before. I was literally doing 4 machines. Here's an old 12 belt machine. You can see doing a 4-digit number. So that this one's probably left over from, there you go. It's left over from all my grinding on the belt. So I literally had a machine in the east, a machine in the west, a machine in the north, a machine in the south, and they were all doing 12s into these machines, and I would do 2 on and 2 off, and I think before that I was doing 4 machines. But yeah, there we go. Now we're doing 49. The next number is 8, and it already is 8. Look at that. Digit number 3 is 8, so digit number 4 is 4. So we need to find 4, and it's 3 here, so I just need a 4. And so one thing you can do, this is kind of fun, I can just plop a 4 down here and a 4 down here, and then you can see what it would look like if I did the whole thing. Like, what I could do is that 1, 2, and then you don't use one of these pinwheels. I don't know which is faster, but this one definitely gets me piping. And the other benefit of doing it from scratch is you can You can create your own pinwheels like this, um, and and no wasted gaps or anything. No bridges, no crossing the streams. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Um, yeah, and that's this is at least slightly satisfying, if not enormous work. I mean, I made tonight. I made a couple um, other Beltmatic videos in a different series, the tips and tricks, and you know, so much more fun to play the game at that rate. Um, so so we're just working hard, for this for these 24 belts. Um, and yeah, I'm not using. This is original elbows for making these inputs. I'm gonna have to start spiraling here. You don't have to do this. I like keeping the 24 belt really tight, like like this, so that you can do big bends. I'll show you what I mean right now. So if everything's coming in all together like this, you can start tiling and stretch it out like that. So we're doing an elbow like that, so we could technically tile this whole thing right like that, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you just copy this and you go up, and it's the tolerance to force tiling versus not. We are on the 5th digit out of 7. That would be 9. Now we need a 5 and a 2. And we are looking at digit number 6 is a 5. So here's a 5. I like it when one of them's already feeding. So there's a 5, and that'll be another 5 here. Will that work? I think we need a 5 on this side. You know what? I'm gonna do something silly. Why not? So if these go this way, I can maximize this 1 5 as the top 5, and then the bottom 5 will just come from the top, from north, and that just means 2 more over here, 1 and 2, and that leaves us with 2 more on the belts here. 1 2, 1 2. There we go. All right, and then I can take this 5 and drop it like that, and then that, what I should really do is drop this one at the 3 mark there, and that will prevent too much wrapping. And then this will wrap like this. This will wrap like this. This will go straight down. So that's the benefit. I can wrap 3 less, or elbow. I saved an elbow, but really I think it'll all be a wash because this 5 is above that 5, and it's, could have been, I could have found a better 5 below, something like that. Yeah, if you go out of your way and do all the digits, then all you're dealing with are changing the gates, and I don't even use gates yet. Don't know how to. But I figured that out quite recently, that you feed 2 numbers in at the same time. There has to be some spacing between a gate and a bridge. So there you go. There's the 5, and then the last digit is the 7th digit. It is a 2, and we're looking at what are these 5s? Because this is 10. Yeah, that's confusing. Yeah, we're looking at 2s here, and I see a 2 here. Like, can I use this one? Yeah, I see a 2 here. That's pretty good. And I can just like that, and get rid of this 5. And then I see a 2 here. There's lots of 2s, so I'll do a 2 way down here. Do I want to do that? Let's do, yeah, right, that looks good. And I'm gonna get rid of this 9 because it's old. I was planning to do the gating, but I never got to it. So yeah, having them all ready, unwound, and wrapped this way is pretty cool. Again, you're saving a little bit of time by tiling and the fewer elbows. Well, that was pretty fast for 12 right there, and now we've got another one over here, and this one's going to be equally as fast because it's just like elbow, elbow, elbow. We're halfway done already. And the thing that's so not so good about this is you're gonna have um, to wait for it to clear. You know, there's backed up numbers from all over the place. So if you actually look at the inputs, I'm gonna have to slow it down. I can't even read it. It's 4984952. 4984952. Well, I lied. Um, I forgot when I cut it off, it cleared because there were no inputs, and so all the machines were waiting, and they were probably cleared from before because I went so slow. So yeah, we're up to 3.3, 3.4. We're getting an enormous rate of. See, look, we're still feeding some garbage. Got an enormous rate of 192, 198. I do believe the rate is somewhere in the 300s. We are looking at multiplying 16.1 times 24. So the calculated rate is 16.1 times 24. I was doing on the calculator. 386.4. And you see some bubbles here, so you're not going to see that rate until a few more seconds. 380 is pretty fast. 382, 383, and then here we go. 384 and 384.4. 384.6. Hey, 16.1 times 24 belts is 386.4. Okay, we're not quite at 386 yet. 386.4. There we go. We hit it. And it should not be able to exceed that unless the game is glitchy. And at 384.4, we're already at 34,000. I could end the stream there unless you think that's unfair. I could, you know what, I can talk a little bit about my saving method. Like, I try to name my my saves, right? And I don't want to lose any machines from previous saves, so I can go back in time by adding an A, a D, a B. Here's my stream. Let's play. I got a A stream and a B stream, and then, you know, I don't even know. Maybe I tried to speed run. Back to mul is a note to me that I switched back to multiply instead of using an adder machine. Switched back to multiplying to get larger digits. All old frames for the streams, temp failure, all of these back to squares. I don't even know. Why not? I'm starting over again. Why not? I'm starting over again. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So at some point, the why nots, I was tracking the level of each upgrade. So I could, and you can see I had several of them where I was trying to improve my upgrade level and track it. So yeah, it can be smart. I'm actually at a point where my belt level, I did want to hit 100 for belt level at one point, and that is only giving me a 0.1 increase every time I complete a 4-digit number. So maybe I will hit 100. No, nothing to do here. Extractors are empty, but then if you also look, everything above 12 gives you 0.02. 0.02 here, 0.02 here, 0.02 here, and 0.02 here. So yeah, you would have to level up the adder and the adder being at 2.24 is actually really good. I was thinking about getting it up to 3.0 or 4.0. I think that would be really helpful. But the truth is, I want my adders and my multipliers to be at the same rate. Well, there you have it. Level 126, and I now have this big gray do nothing um, number. But I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for playing. I am going to save this as my e-save. 24 belts e-save. We'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.